Alexandro's fantastic flight with the cloud dragons. In a small village nestled between towering mountains and emerald valleys, lived a boy named Alexandro. He had wild chestnut hair that rose as if kissed by the wind and bright green eyes that sparkled with curiosity. Every day, Alexandro would gaze up at the sky, dreaming of adventures beyond the realm of the mundane. One balmy summer afternoon, as golden rays filtered through the fluffy white clouds, he stumbled upon a peculiar sight. At the edge of a tranquil lake, shimmering like a million diamonds, 3 magnificent creatures rested on a floating island of mist. They were cloud dragons, ethereal beings with scales that glimmered like sponge sugar, great wings formed of vapor, and eyes that pulsed with the colors of a sunset. Alexandro gasped, unsure if his eyes were deceiving him. The largest of the dragons, with shimmering azure scales, noticed the boy. "Fear not, young dreamer. We are the cloud dragons, guardians of the skies. I am Zephyrus. What do you want with me?" Alexandro asked, a mixture of awe and trepidation filling his heart. Zephyrus tilted his head gracefully. "You possess a spirit of adventure, and we have a quest that requires your bravery. Will you accept?" With a racing heart and a spark of hope, Alexandro nodded. Before he knew it, the dragons had swept him up with their soft, misty wings, lifting him into the air. They soared above the valley, past mountain tops that pierced the cerulean sky, and into the realms where few dared to tread. The other 2 dragons, Cirrus and Nimbus, guided Alexandro through a world of wonders. They danced among rainbows, raced through flurries of stardust, and glided over shimmering lakes of liquid light. The boy felt as though he were made of clouds himself, basking in the freedom of flight. "Do you see that mountain peak up ahead?" Cirrus asked, her voice as delicate as a whisper. "At its summit lies the Heartstone, a gem that keeps the balance between the sky and the earth. Dark forces seek to possess its power, and we need your help to protect it." Alexandro's pulse quickened. "What do I need to do?" "Your spirit holds the key," Nimbus chuckled, his voice deep and resonant. "You must summon the bravery within you. The Heartstone's light can only be activated by the heart of a true adventurer." As they reached the peak, the sun began to set, casting a golden hue over the landscape. The Heartstone, nestled in a nest of clouds, glowed like a beacon. But before Alexandro could touch the stone, shadows descended, a swarm of Night Wraiths, twisted figures formed of darkness, surged toward them. "Stand strong!" Zephyrus roared, vaulting forward to protect Alexandro. The dragons unleashed torrents of shimmering mist, clashing with the wraiths and igniting the sky with sparks of luminescent energy. In the heart of the chaos, Alexandro felt a surge of courage. He stepped forward, the warmth of determination igniting his spirit. He reached for the Heartstone, closing his eyes and focusing. When he opened them, a bright, golden light erupted from his heart, intertwining with the stone's aura. The light expanded, blinding the Night Wraiths and scattering them like ashes in the wind. As harmony returned, the Heartstone pulsed gently, as if in gratitude. "I did it!" Alexandro exclaimed, his heart swelling with pride. "Yes, you did, brave one," Zephyrus replied, pride shining in his eyes. "You have protected the balance. The power of the Heartstone is safe, thanks to your courage." As a reward, the dragons gifted Alexandro a small shard of the Heartstone, a token of their bond and a reminder of his adventure. With joyous hearts, they soared back to the village, where twilight was falling and stars began to blink above. As the cloud dragons descended, Alexandro felt the thrill of flight linger in his bones. He waved goodbye to his newfound friends, their figures becoming silhouettes against the starry sky. He knew this was not just a flight through the clouds, it was a journey that had transformed him. From that day on, Alexandro became known as the boy who rode with the cloud dragons. And every time he looked up to the sky, he remembered that incredible flight, knowing deep within his spirit that adventure awaits those brave enough to chase it. In the gentle rustle of the winds, he could almost hear the whispers of Zephyrus, Cirrus, and Nimbus, calling him back to the skies, where dreams take wing. Click the subscribe button if you enjoyed my story.